Hey everyone, it's Amador, and today I have a project that I've been wanting to do for some time, so I do apologize for the shaky video because I still don't know how the heck I'm going to record this. So, I've been wanting to we got new couches, and we have a whole new living room set up, and I had kept seeing the Rae Dunn cushions, and they just weren't gonna go with our previous living room. And I said, you know what, if we do get them, I want to make some of them, maybe do a tutorial or whatever. This is probably out there. I haven't even looked, truth be told. Reason being is because I got really pissed because I couldn't find the cushion covers. So these are from IKEA. Let me scoot on over here to my computer. So let me see. To start out with, I have this font right here. This is a Rae Dunn inspired font. And this one is Cami Rae Regular. This is from Font Space. So I will leave the link in there. Just, buyer beware. I know some people have said that they've downloaded, and you can Google it. I just Googled Rae Dunn font. There's several other ones. There's some that you can buy on Etsy and whatnot. All sorts of fun out there. So, whichever one you want to use. But also some people have said that they get viruses or whatever from Font Space, or, their email gets sold. Well, that's how you get free stuff, people. Potato, potato. I don't know what to tell you. So I went ahead and I have it already enlarged it. So I went ahead. We actually were at Home Goods or TJ Maxx or something, and we found some cushions, and we took measurements. I had Nathan take pictures while I was taking measurements of the size, the spacing, and everything, so I can get, as close to the original as possible. And these are going to say Amador and Nathan, and there's just going to be 2 white ones on our setting. Now, what I'm using is Siser EasyWeed Black Hot Heat Transfer Vinyl. So I'm going to use that, and for that, of course, you have to flip it over. The cool thing is with the Heat Transfer Vinyl, you don't need a transfer so you can see right here. I'm going to go ahead and just take out I'm going to weed it right now, and it's super easy. The only problem is when you're doing vinyl projects, you waste tons of vinyl. So I've already cut it on my Cameo. I have the Cameo 2. I'm hoping to get the 3 someday, but I've already set it up. The size, I'm sorry, I totally didn't even tell you the size. This is the size that I picked. It is a little bit close to 5 inches almost. So that was the measurement that we had gotten from the actual cushion. Here are a couple of photos that we took of the actual cushions. This is where I got the 4.88 inches tall, and this is the spacing right here on the second picture. So hopefully that helps for reference on these cushions from the original ones. So what I'm using is these cushions from IKEA and these covers also. Now, it took me forever to find these because these were always sold out, because I'm pretty sure everybody and their grandmother's doing the same thing. So, there you go. But it wasn't that expensive, and I'll put my phone down in a minute after I show you guys everything. It's just that everything is so big and it doesn't fit on in the space of my view thing. So the cushion is called something or other. Those were $7.98, and the covers are the girly, and those were also $7.98 from IKEA. And I think you can also order them online. Let me see. It showed the receipt there. Yeah, there you go. It's that one right there. So in case you need that information to order for pickup or whatever, that's the cushion. And this is the information for the cushion covers. Let me just make sure I wasn't showing my credit card information or something like that. Okay. So I got that. I got 2 of those. I have my Heatpress already heating up. It has to, for the Siser EasyWeed, it has to be at 302, and you iron it, you heat press it for 15 seconds. So let me now go ahead and just put my phone on the little clampy thingamajiggy so we can weed this and get this party started, so I can show you guys, because I'm super excited. I can't even begin to tell you how long it took to find these stupid things. So now the funny thing is that, like I said, it took so long to find those freaking cushions. Not the cushions, pardon, because they have those all the time, but to find the covers. I have it here, and like I said, the EasyWeed, you can, and I just totally didn't even think of like cutting something else here. I literally am just wasting vinyl, but no, let's go ahead and just cut this out so I can save this little piece, because there's always some little thing that I might have to cut or whatever. And I'm going to just cut them in half, because with some of the vinyl that I've used in the past, when you're pulling it apart, like it'll catch the letters or the other part or whatever of your other project, and you end up ruining it. So I looked for the, what am I doing? I looked for the heat and the measurements and everything for, I'm trying to do this while I'm in camera, for the EasyWeed, and it's, the blade is at 2, and yeah, just that, the blade is at 2, because you always want to double check the measurement, I mean the settings for your blade. Now, like I said, this is EasyWeed. Another thing you can do is you can actually heat the bed of your heat press, and it'll help release this. But apparently I like to just suffer. So, and I know some people are probably cringing, like, what are you doing the way I'm doing this? But I just pretty much just go for it, because why not? I know that I typically go from the corner, but I think this is the second time I'm using this. And if you want the link for this one is, I got on Amazon, and I think it's like 6 yards or whatever. So it's super, super good price. If you have a friend that has Amazon Prime or whatever, have them hook you up, because this is a really good price considering how much vinyl costs and how much you end up wasting. And this is something I wanted to make for us. I told Nathan, because I'm pretty sure Nathan is tired of my Rae Dunn obsession and our various trips there. But I got my little sister into it, and even my brother asked me for a watering can and a spoon rest, because he had seen one of my videos, and then he saw how like people go nuts over it. Yes. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and weed the rest of the other one, the one with Nathan's name on it. Of course, it would help if I was on camera. And remember, if you are using the EasyWeed, you have to flip your image, and because this comes with its own transfer sheet. So the EasyWeed costs a little more. The Siser EasyWeed costs a little more, but it's totally worth it. You don't have to have transfer tape, because it comes with it. That's why you're doing it backwards. And like I said, I don't buy it at Joann's or Hobby Lobby or any of the craft stores, because it is absolutely stupid expensive. Now, if I need it and if I realize it's like a last minute project, of course, I'll bite the bullet, because you can't even use your coupons with it. So, but get it on Amazon. Like I said, if you guys want, I can leave a link for it in the description. And there we go. Now let me see if, yep, my heat press is at the temperature I need it. Now let's go ahead and get these out. Let me move this over here before I end up having them stick to something else. Now, I'm going to look for the front. Okay, so what you want to do is actually press this whenever you are doing any heat press projects. You're just gonna press it for a few seconds. You really can't see it, but it's over here being pressed in my heat press. What you want to do is get the wrinkles out, and also gets the moisture out and everything. See, there we go. Now, you want to find your center. That's the center. That's just, I mean, easy peasy. That's basically all I did. And I know you're wanting to get the wrinkles out, but it's still warm, so you can find your little center. And there you go. Let's go ahead and start with this one. And I'm literally just pretty much eyeballing it, but I'm trying to get it in the center. Let's see, it's 5 3/4. And even though this has adhesive, it's not going to just flat out stick right away. And you can even see, like, if you're centered. But what I'm more worried about is that I have it, all right, have it from the edge. Now, I always press it here, and then I get my sheet right there. I fold it like this, and let me head on over to the my heat press. Sorry for the dizziness. So I have it there. It's already set. I put it, like I said, it is for the Siser EasyWeed. It's 305 for 15 seconds. So luckily this thing has its own timer and everything. Super good. I don't have the big swing theme because I don't have big space for it. And here we go. Now we're back at my work desk. Now with the Siser EasyWeed, it sounds like I'm advertising for them. I really am not. This isn't sponsored by anybody. You can actually peel it off, hot or cool. Yes! So there it is. I'm totally in love with it. I was going to put Amador and Nathan on one. I might, okay, look, I'm freaking crazy. I might actually just do them over on one side, but I wanted to see how it looked. We can always flip it over and do a different one. So let's go ahead and now do the next one. I'm going to go ahead and just do the pillows and then add them, and then I'll take a little picture over at the couch or something. But yes, I really didn't think about it of just putting both of our names on it because I'm a dork. All right, let's get this going. And like I said, you always want to iron out your garment or whatever it is that you're using to make your piece. You don't have to set the whole time, just a little bit. Look, you can see the difference. I'm gonna fold it over, find my center. I'm going to lightly lay this on here because I want to measure from the edges. That's 6. It's a little, let me see, that's 6. Just a teensy weensy bit. All right. Right at 6. Just about right at 6. Okay. Again, we flatten it. Get our sheet over here. Fold it like that. This is easier for me to slip it into. Again, sorry for the dizziness. It's easy for me to slip it in here. Goes in there. Because in case, oops, sorry. In case it's too big or whatever, but I get it all. I like to have it centered. Press again for 15 seconds. Also, this material you don't have to flip over and stuff, so that's pretty good because it works really good. But let me pull this one out now, okay? Now that we are out of the heat press, and like I said, you can peel it off hot or cold, hot or cool. Now the other one has cold. Let me put this one aside. I always like to let them set for a sec, just to kind of, here, let me press this a little bit. I like to set them aside for it to cool off, just because, I don't know, I'm crazy like that. So now all I'm doing right now is just ironing out and I should have done this for the whole thing instead of just the center. of the cushion because, let me see, I want to put the pillow in there, and it's going to be creased anyway, but you don't want it to be extra creased when you could just easily press it just for a sec. And of course I hate these tags. Here we go. I hate the pillow tags, mainly because if you're sitting or you're laying on a pillow or a cushion, you can hear it. I'm sure, I think there's a law or whatever. I don't care. I pay for it, it's mine. And we're going to take this one out. I already showed you guys which one it is. I don't plan on returning this. Oh, this one actually does have a little cut line. I don't plan on returning this because now it's, you know, been altered. So, yes. Okay. Stick this into it. And they're super easy. Nice big zipper. Like, it doesn't have a little tiny zipper that you have to, like, go through. Hold on. I like to smack it so it goes all the way to the end. Some stuff went flying. So it goes all the way to the end. So there is one. Wouldn't it be funny if I like misspelled it? Alright, so let me just leave this one here while I just press a little bit on the edges of the other one. Just to make sure that, you know, it just doesn't look a hot disheveled mess, or it doesn't look like I just got it out of the packaging, you know. It looks like I pressed my linens, which, if you guys know me, I don't. I'm a little too lazy for that. So that's the big clanking you're hearing, is just me pressing out the edges of my cushion. It only needs a couple of seconds, truth be told. You don't need to like have like in the whole time or whatever, the whole 15 seconds. All right, so now this one is ready. Here's the one that says Nathan, and should have just cut these. And I told Nathan if he didn't like it, we can always just change them out with the seasons, or because they do have several of them in it. And this is a basic 20 by 20 cushion cover, so all we would need is to search for other cushion covers that are 20 by 20. No big, easy peasy. Let's see. I'll probably take a picture. This is like 9 o'clock at night. I was making some t-shirts for my godson's graduation. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I had this project just sitting there, because when we finally found the cushions, he's like, do you want to just get it? I'm like, yes. Okay, let me just kind of banging it against my leg or the table to get it to flatten out. So there. I got my little custom, my custom Rae Dunn themed cushions for our couches. So let me go put them out there, and at least I can get a little video clip right now of what it looks like, okay? So here are our actual new couches. We got these from Living Spaces, and that's a planter that Nathan's brother makes over there at the base. But these are these really cool couches that we got, and this is where I wanted to put the cushions. If you guys follow my crafting, you guys know I don't craft with yellow. I don't care for yellow. So we call these marigold or sunflower. I don't even know what other colors, you know, I call it. But we went with the yellow and just some decor or whatever. But this is what I wanted to make. And of course, it's actually going to, one's going to go there and one's going to go here to go along with these, not over there. I just wanted to show you what they look like. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I This was a little passion project. I know I've been posting a lot of DT projects and I wanted to show you, but I do other stuff. I just don't get a chance to show you guys. And this is just something I've been wanting to make. Like I said, go check them out. So if it's $7.98 for the pillow insert and then $7.98 for the cover, that makes it like what, 15 and change for a custom cushion. And I showed you the sizing of the letters. Like I said, I measured them. I'm pretty sure I got the right one. I was editing them. But I will also add in here somewhere, the pictures that we took of an actual cushion from one of the shops. So thank you guys for stopping by. Let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, everyone.